Offset.
Exactly, right. And
I'm just wondering why any sane man, especially a married, famous, rich man, would mess with Chrisean Rock at this point in
and Cardi's
life.
called to clear it up. Offset and Cardi was separated. So when she called me, she wasn't in a frenzy. She wasn't crying. She wasn't all hyper. She wasn't any of that. She was like, yo, Wack, I really don't know what's going on. But, you know, I'm seeing things. I'm getting tagged to things. It's really not my business because we're separated at that time. And I think she came out after the fact and kind of announced that. Like, I'm not really caught up in that because...
Here at Vibe Crave, my devoted audience is well aware that the drama never stops. Welcome. Here, we provide the drama, the secrets are revealed, and the rumors are constantly circulating. Welcome to the table, where every narrative is broken down and no detail is overlooked. Especially for my new visitors. If tea is your reason for being here, you've just discovered your new home. To ensure that you never miss anything Vibe Crave has to offer next, don't forget to hit subscribe. Because Chrisean Rock supposedly got pregnant by Offset, it appears that he is being exposed. The statement that Hollywood celebrities frequently change partners wasn't made in jest. In light of this information, Blueface's prior denial that he was Junior's father makes sense. Rumor has it that Offset may be the real owner of the child. Blue, it has been reported, always assumed that Chrisean was seeing someone else but was unaware that it was Offset. Cardi B was said to be aware of the affair and to have personally verified it. To exacerbate the situation, Cardi was ridiculed by Azealia Banks for allowing Chrisean to meddle in her marriage. Back in 2023, Blueface was the first to call it out. On Instagram, Chrisean said that she intended to get rid of the tattoo of him on her neck. His anger was triggered by the post, and he responded by accusing her of having an affair with Offset. Blue's exact words were scathing, stating that having a tattoo wasn't a flex, especially considering that she had spent weeks with Cardi's spouse. In addition, he encouraged her to go on since he was sick of people coming up to him after they had been with her. Offset swiftly denied the allegations online, as was to be expected. Even still, his history of adultery made most people doubt him. His reputation for unreserved cheating was already well established. Offset attempted self-defense, claiming that he never touched Chrisean and that he advised Blue to get assistance. Though she contradicted herself in her response, Chrisean refuted the rumors as well. The real reason for covering up the tattoo, according to her, was that Blue was concealing gay information on his phone. She maintained that he ought to have been honest, but also added that there was nothing wrong with being bisexual. His actions seemed to her like a mere diversion from his personal secrets. Blue refused to let up and went one step further by uploading receipts in spite of her denials. He disclosed the purported locations, timings, and dates of Chrisean and Offset's connection. November 10th around 4 a.m. at a Los Angeles home was one of the main allegations. According to Blue, he had made every effort to keep quiet, but she continued to attract attention online. Everything he revealed, he said, was factual. Remarkably, Offset and Chrisean were spotted together at French Montana's birthday celebration in Los Angeles that same evening, so Blue wasn't totally off base. That strengthened his time frame and raised the possibility that they had met later. Despite the lack of confirmation, the parts seemed to fit together strangely. A few days later, Cardi B made her separation from Offset public on social media. Since she was already done with him, she acknowledged that she was aware of the reports but chose not to look into them further. Interview.
For a minute now. I know today has been an eventful day. I don't pay mind to none of that. Like I don't care about none of that. I don't want you to put me none of that. I don't know if y'all been getting clues from me for my live. I don't know if you guys been getting clues from me for my lives or for my stories when I put some certain music or for my own followings. When it comes for today's events and stuff, I don't know if it's true. I don't think it's true. I don't care to find out because I've been single for a minute now, but I have been afraid to
Shortly thereafter, Chrisean and Jana, her best friend, got into a fight. Offset and Chrisean were having an affair, which Jana revealed during that breakup. One of her close friends and family members directly confirmed it. The situation changed from rumors to something more tangible as a result. Janette's remarks fueled the already chaotic drama involving Chrisean.
Cardi B, because you want to be like her. So it's like, what did you say? You left your earring or your ring on purpose so Cardi could see it? Oh yeah, that's when I went all out. That's when I was like, we committing adultery now? Oh, girl. That's not God. That's how I knew how to cut people off. And I didn't even go that day because she kept saying, I'm gonna go da-da-da. And I was like, no, why? I love Cardi. Why would you do that? No. And then what the happened? We all looking for Chrisean and this bitch over there.
Chrisean's sister Chastity also spoke up, as if the situation wasn't already ugly. While Cardi was out of town, she said, Chrisean left her to watch Junior so she could go to Offset's residence. Cardi's children were even present, she claimed, and they witnessed Offset entering the house covertly. Say it's true to Cardi B, Chastity said. I once worked as a babysitter. She added that she had Junior with her as Chrisean sneaked off to see Offset, while Blueface slept at home. In fact, Chastity claimed to have screenshots and photos from that evening. Her words made it much more difficult to ignore the issue. What can you do to your queen like that? She added, I'm shaking my head since she was around your daughter before. More alarming revelations came to light just when it appeared like things couldn't get much worse. It was suggested by many close to Chrisean that Junior might be Offset's son. She and Offset were rumored to have been skulking around before the baby was delivered. According to insiders, Blueface knew she was cheating. This is a reason he initially declined to claim Junior. Azealia Banks and many others quickly made fun of Cardi over the circumstance. People had warned her about Offset, but she disregarded their warnings, as many people pointed out. One of the loudest voices raising the alarm was, in fact, Azealia. In 2022, she had attempted to warn Cardi. Around the same time, Offset broke up Cardi's Rolling Loud concert to offer his apology, following yet another cheating incident. At that point, Azealia Banks didn't hold back. She wrote on Twitter, I think it's messed up that men think it's okay to desecrate her workspace with their opinions about what she should be doing. Why people believe it's acceptable to simply interrupt ladies anytime they feel like it is beyond me. They would disparage the woman, calling her a 304 and claiming she is unworthy if it were the other way. It is dismissed as a part of his hip-hop identity. However, because it is a guy, Cardi had already had several online arguments with Azealia, so she didn't take the warning seriously. She saw Azalea's remarks as nothing more than hate. However, Azealia was actually telling the truth the entire time. Now, Chrisean has surpassed Cardi and Offset, adding insult to injury. Offset even had a child with her.
I didn't agree with Blueface for what he did.
What did Blueface do?
Well, he posted, I don't know if it was text messages, pictures, I don't know what it was, right? Of Offset and Rock, Chrisean, around. Because in his head, I can stop it, but I can't stop nothing I don't know about, right? Blueface is pissed off. He's on his mission. He want to be part of the circus. I'm gonna let his join the circus. So now, I'm learning other things, right? So I'm all ready to fight with Blueface to try to at least control this fire. Yo, don't. And she so I'm telling nephew, look, out of respect of Cardi, because I don't want no backlash going to her, because she's telling me I don't got nothing to do with none of this. He's single, I'm single, right? Just leave it alone. Brother, she came in and helped your career. For real. You know what I mean? The Tatiana song, the video, everything she did for us. So out of respect to her, she ain't got nothing.
Matter was brought up when Chrisean subsequently appeared on Jason Lee's show. She didn't hold back in responding to Jason's question about it. She didn't skirt the issue. Instead, she spoke directly to the rumors. What she said simply fueled the drama that was already going on. Her words were as follows.
Allegation that went viral that said that you and Offset had slept together behind Cardi's back. You haven't talked about it. Cardi hasn't talked about it.
She responded and said she didn't know if it was true or not, and she said that's all, me and him is broken up.
You can see that while Chrisean didn't explicitly refute the reports, she also didn't confirm them. People began to suspect that she was actually seeing Offset because of her silence. If Offset's child is actually Junior, Blueface may need to apologize. She was once forced to take a lie detector exam by Blue, and she failed, as one individual pointed out. Also, they pointed out that the boy doesn't resemble Blueface. Another individual asked why Cardi had other women jump at the club, but never addressed Chrisean to stop him from being with Offset. They believe that Cardi was trying to avoid smoking with Chrisean. In their opinion, Cardi might have been too afraid to confront her head-on. The conversation continued after that remark. People's perspectives on the situation started to shift. I now want to know your thoughts on all of this. Regarding Chrisean and Offset, do you think the reports are accurate? And do you genuinely believe that Junior might be Offset's son? Leave your comments in the space provided below. That concludes the drama on Vibe Crave for today. Don't forget to subscribe and like so you don't miss the tea again. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you like this breakdown, so that we may continue to share similar stories. You won't want to miss the most recent developments and in-depth analyses, so stay tuned.